Hey, comedian Tom Segura is bringing his Come Together tour to Hard Rock Live on Thanksgiving Eve. We got your chance to win tickets to see him. Let's keep our show on details on how you can win. Reacting last night to, just an absolute heartbreaker for the
Yeah,
Miami Heat.
heartbreaker.
They lose 123-121 in overtime. Jalen Duren with a putback or with a alley-oop slam. Boom. Right down the pipe. And Eric Spoelstra calls timeout. Sends Malik Beasley to the free throw line. He hits it. They get the ball back. Game was over. Over. Heat dropped to 4-6. Pistons 5-7 in really just a tremendous game from Tyler Hero that got wasted. Unfortunately,
You know what else?
He was incredible.
Once you realize Cade is taking the ball out,
Yep.
why don't you just put everybody back?
I mean, it's still 1.8, so it could have
He-
been an
you know,
down and
well,
a pass
here.
right back on like Tobin said.
Oh, okay, but you got 5-on-4, so you're not going to be on him, but you're going to be in the area watching that Ember pass. So all the passes become difficult. You see what I'm saying? To say, oh, he's just going to kick it back.
It was rough. You want to hear Spo on not having Ware in there?
Did we already hear it or?
No, we didn't hear it yet.
Oh, yeah, we can hear it.
Here's Spo.
Yeah, I was going to put some size on the ball, and then we made the change because Cunningham was taking the ball out.
I asked that because did you think the play to the rim is possible and you wanted sort of a backstop there?
No, we just wanted to disrupt it, anything that was going into the field. But with Cunningham taking the ball out, I didn't feel comfortable with where, with a pass back to him. I don't think that was really the issue. They caught us on that play. That's unfortunate. But the reality is it should have just gone double OT.
Yeah, well, it didn't. Damage is done, though, my friend.
And the other thing is that, like, when he says, I was afraid of the pass back, like, you know what that shot's going to look like? You got 1.8 seconds.
It's going to be a heave.
Right. Exactly.
These guys train.
No, but I'm telling you, Vlad, you're assuming that, okay, when he throws it in, that is going to be a good pass there.
He got too cute. Dude.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about making 2 passes in 1.8 seconds and getting up a quality shot. I get they take shots under, but that's what you want.
Schmeathan says
you want a shot under stress. Whatever shot they may get, you gave up a bunny. So while he's saying I didn't want the ball to come back, you're telling me in 1.8 seconds, he's going to pass it to a guy that's covering, that's getting guarded, throw it back to the guy. How about you tell Kel'el, okay, if he passes it in, you make sure you check him and give him, and make a shot.
Well, I just think, look, the thing that has to happen that Eric Spoelstra does have to realize, okay, it's just enough with the nonsense already. Your first round pick has to play. It's stupid that he's not playing more. Like, all right, we're taking baby steps and we've gotten there. Okay, we're a week in or we're 2 weeks in. And then finally, after 2 weeks of Thomas Bryant, you were like, you know what? It's Thomas Bryant. And so you started playing him a little bit off the bench. But he has to play more. That's the facts of it. We've been talking about this since the start of the season. And you're playing Bam Adebayo 40 minutes against 2 mooses in Stewart and Duren. And he's going out there. You're going to wear his ass down by Christmas. He's got to play more. You got to trust him. What are we doing? It's what November basketball is for. Go out there, let the kid play. Let him blow it. You blew it. You've been doing it for 20 years.
Let the kid play.
Let the kid play.
What
are you doing?
I just think that the worst look in all of that was Terry Rozier trying to guard the guy making the shot. Right? And I'm just thinking to myself, I don't care what play is designed. I don't care what people you have in there. I don't care if the guy plays whack-a-mole and gives the guy 2 shots, right? It doesn't matter if he's got size.
Yeah, it's just like, why wouldn't you want to get him ready, Leroy, for a situation?
You know
right?
how I've been
know, but,
complaining
like,
about
why-
this for
like,
years.
Get Kel'el ready to a point. Then, this is crazy. Maybe we get him to a point where we get to significant basketball, should you guys actually get to a record that plays that. Maybe he'll be ready, and you could throw Bam Adebayo on Cade Cunningham. And he can go guard the best guy.
Right.
And then you have Haywood Highsmith, who was a demon yesterday, by the way. God, he was good.
What I can't understand is that what is rule number 1 in all of this? Protect the easy bucket. And so, worst case scenario is what happened. And I'm thinking, whoever you have out there, if they have time to inbound it, throw it back to the guy taking it up, and get a quality shot in 1.8 seconds with defense on them, good for them.
Right.
But that ain't going to happen.
But
I don't care if it's me, you, and Vlad guarding the inbounder and somebody coming over to throw it back to the inbounder. 1.8 seconds, that shot is not going to be easy. But in your efforts to defend the most difficult shot, you gave up the easiest shot.
right. And then even if that happens, okay, it's tied. How do you melt down like that? How does that happen? How do you?
I think personally, this is just me. I think he said to himself when he got annoyed, I should have had more size in there.
So
How is the smallest guy on the floor guarding a big in that moment? Right? That's
So when you're upset at yourself
you ain't
for
thinking.
making a mistake, and then you double it up by calling a timeout.
Like,
that you didn't
Basically,
have.
if he was playing poker, they would say he's on
Have
tilt.
you ever heard
Oh,
of
he was definitely on tilt.
Leroy?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a basketball coach needing a get back coach?
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Quinn be like, whoa, big fella.
Oh, that Chris was like, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Like he turned around, he's like, I can't help you, man. I can't help you.
Chris Quinn's maybe thinking to himself, maybe he'll get tired of this. I can finally sneak in there, get the head coaching gig.
Oh, look at this. Come on, Tobin. Come on.
man.
You're really upset at Spo, aren't you?
I'm not. Look,
Listen,
he's a
I'm
legend. Nobody's
again,
denying the man is a legend.
I'm upset. I'm upset at the moment, but I don't have any less faith in.
Yeah, I'm frustrated. Like, you know, it's a frustrating thing, and this has been a really, really tough few weeks of execution late for them because, you know, you think to the Kings game, blew that, the Suns game, right down to the wire. Nuggets game, they showed fight in that. Nuggets kind of kicked their ass. But these games have all been like coin flips for them. And yeah, it's frustrating to be in a spot that they're at right now. It's frustrating to be in a spot right there where they're at right now. And especially I think just, you know, man, you've had some brilliant performances by a hero. He's been incredible.
I also think that when you see this team play the way they have against Minnesota and in Detroit, you're kind of like having an experience, a little peek of how life would be without a certain number 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so used to it, Vlad. Like, it's not like it's not a new concept to me. I'm used to watching Heat games without Jimmy Butler. But
like,
I will say the
But
thing that
the
thing that's been great about watching Tyler is the man has completely changed his shot diet and his confidence and somewhat irrational confidence to take crazier shots. Like, they've been wanting him to be this 3-point shooter. Like, they want him to go to Steph range. They want him to take these contested shots. They want him to have this kind of lack of conscience. And he's finally doing it because the thing with Tyler was he was such a pristine shooter all the time, but he'd always give up a contested or a contested 3 or a dangerous 3 for a clean 2. And it's like,
he
now
was playing right.
Yeah, but he was playing right, but he was playing conservative. And I think that they're like, you got more talent than to play conservative. And now you're just seeing a menace out there. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a slump at some point, but it doesn't look like it. He looks like he looks like one of the best shooters.
Here's what it looks like. It looks like he has so much of a game to go to if parts of it is struggling.
That's right, Leroy. Because I was about to say, even if he does go struggling, one thing I will say, and especially since last season's postseason against the Celtics, his playmaking ability and the way he can get others good shots, because he had 10 assists as well yesterday.
I thought he was playmaking too much in the
like, think about it. Like, when you drop a 40 burger, but you also had 10 dimes, like, yeah, you controlling the game. You're controlling that offense. You were in a rhythm. They had no answers for you.
He was responsible for 60-plus points.
Yeah, he was awesome.
You've been seeing that.
He was awesome. Dade South says, this is why there's a Wild Heat Coyote. Why should we expect anything different from this team? It's completely fair. It's completely fair. You know what it is, Dade South? I never expected to be Spo. Of all the things if anyone's got it to be,
wait, you expected to be Terry stepping out of bounds.
Yeah,
you expected to be,
I'm not used to this. Like, I'm used to the Heat losing heartbreakers, and I'm used to false hope Heat. But I ain't used to the guru. I ain't used to him losing me a game.
Guess what? You're not alone. I think that's what hurts even more.
That's what hurts the most.
It hurts when it's somebody who you least expect to be the reason.
It's like the Dolphins, right? It's like, oh no, not you, Raheem. No,
right. Who ain't getting no carries.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. People were mentioning that. I was like, oh yeah, but because I thought about the catches, but yeah, he got no carries.
No carries.
Get that discipline.